Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of solving linear systems by substitution. Here's today's FLT. Given a linear system, I will be able to solve the system by substitution. So the idea is very similar to the previous lesson. We're just adding a few more steps when solving the linear systems. For our first example, we have the following system. 4x minus 9y equals negative 23, and y equals 3x. Since we're using substitution, we're going to be replacing certain parts. We have y equals 3x. So that means I can replace this top y with 3x. So I'll have 4x minus 9 times 3x equals negative 23. Here I replaced y with 3x. Let's solve for x by first multiplying negative 9 times 3x. So we have 4x minus 27x equals negative 23. Next, let's figure out what 4x minus 27x is. That's negative 23x equals negative 23. To isolate x, we divide both sides by negative 23. We're left with x equals 1. So now let's solve for y. So since x equals 1, instead of y equals 3 times x, we can replace the x value with 1. So instead we have y equals 3 times 1, and that equals 3. So y equals 3. Our solution to this linear system is 1, 3, because x equals 1 and y equals 3. For example 2, we have these two linear equations. 3x minus y equals 10 and y equals 2x. So let's use substitution to solve this system. Since y equals 2x, I can replace this top y with 2x. So instead, I'll have 3x minus 2x equals 10. Again, I replaced y with 2x. Next, we do 3x minus 2x, which is simply 1x or x. So x equals 10. Now let's solve for y. So we have y equals 2 times x, but we'll replace x with the 10 value that we just found. So we have y equals 2 times 10, and so y equals 20. So x equals 10, y equals 20, so our solution is 10, 20. For our third example, we have two linear equations, negative 6x minus 2y equals 20 and x equals 3y. Notice it's a little bit different. Instead of y equaling something, we have x equals 3y. So we have x equals 3y. So we're going to be replacing the x value. So make sure you replace correctly. So we have negative 6 times 3y and then minus 2y equals 20. So instead of solving for x first, we're solving for y. So first let's multiply this part. Negative 6 times 3y is negative 18y. And the rest just stays the same, minus 2y equals 20. And then so negative 18y minus 2y equals negative 20y. That equals 20. And to isolate y, we divide both sides by negative 20. And so y equals negative 1. Now that we solve for y, we're going to solve for x. So x equals 3 times y, and we can replace this y value with negative 1. So x equals 3 times negative 1. Again, I just replaced y. And 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. So when you write your solution, be careful. Our x value, negative 3, comes first, and then our y value. So you want to write your x value first, and then your y value. So our solution here is negative 3, negative 1. Make sure you don't write it the other way around. Although we did solve for y first, the order is still x, y. So this example is similar to the one we just did. Let's say we have these two linear equations, negative x minus y equals 18 and x equals 5y. Since our x equals 5y, we're going to be replacing the x in the top equation. So instead of negative x minus y, we'll have negative 5y minus y equals 18. I replaced x with the 5y. And negative 5y minus y is negative 6y. And to isolate our y value, we'll divide both sides by negative 6. Y equals negative 3. And since we found our y value, we can now find our x value. X equals 5 times y, but we can replace this y value with negative 3. So we have x equals 5 times negative 3. And so our x equals negative 15. For our final solution, remember to put the x value first and then our y value. So negative 15, negative 3 is our solution. Let's do one more example together. Let's say we have 6x minus 3y equals 30 and x equals y. So in this case, we can go either way in terms of replacement. Let's replace x first. So we'll have 6y minus 3y equals 30. I replace the x with the y. So here we're solving for y. 6y minus 3y is 3y. Divide both sides by 3, and we get y equals 10. And now we can solve for x. X equals y. So it's going to be the same as our y value. So x equals 10. So our solution for this problem, it's 10, 10. So notice here our x and y values are the same for this solution. Now let's look at the same example, but say we substituted the other way around. So let's say we replace the y value with x. So we'll have 6x minus 3x equals 30. I replaced y with x. 6x minus 3x is 3x. And to isolate the x, we divide both sides by 3. And so x equals 10. So we found x. Now let's find y. So we know that y equals x. That's just the second equation written the other way around. And since our x value is 10, y equals 10. So our solution for this system is 10, 10, regardless of which way you substituted. So again, you can solve a linear system by using substitution. Think of substitution as replacing a certain part of the equation. Great job, and please remember to submit your notes on Canvas. Thank you.